So hello. Um, this is a video for, I don't know where I'm really going with it, to be honest with you, but there's been an upsurge I think, in recent times where, well, sort of violence, the world we live in today is being more and more governed by people who show no sense of responsibility. And I think it came really, this video is coming from D-Day, which is obviously a time of great responsibility where young children, really they were, went off and were slaughtered in the name of something or other, and young men losing lives, and you'd have thought that that would have represented something. That would have represented somebody's. Sorry, I'm struggling with Alzheimer's. You'd have thought it would have represented something whereby it would have stood for something, stood for people never to do it again. Don't do it. And one of the most dangerous times I ever had. My hands, I can tell you, they're very old hands now. They're nearly 60 years old. They've been grappling with boobies all their life. No, I'm joking. They've been grappling with crap all their lives, and I've got all these scars, as you can probably see. What are you up to though? Come in, sweet dog. Come in, my darling boy. Come in, darling. What a tweety. Come in, sweet dog. Here we go. Are you coming in? You coming in, my lovely? Everybody loves to see the Jumba Timber, don't they? Anyway, we're sidetracking a bit, aren't we, old son? But the most dangerous time I ever had, well, not the most dangerous, but one of them was opening up a tin of corned beef, innit? And I got a, well, I can't even see where it is now because my hands are so sharted with scars, but up yours. But I've got plenty of memories from things. But do you know what though? An old friend of mine who's run into hard times. When I was a kid, I used to live in a place called Watford, which is in Hertfordshire in the UK, and it was very tough in actual fact. Although I know I sound very posh and it was all public schoolboy, gimpy kind of gear, I actually had a really tough time as a kid because, well, there were three major gangs. One was run by John Wilkes, which was the North Watford mob, and there was another one run by Terry Sykes, well named, you know, Terry Psychopath, we used to call him, and that was in Carpenter's Park, and I lived in nearby Northwood, and we often used to come across these rotters with various different weapons which they used, but the weapon of choice was this. And it's called brass knuckles. It's a knuckle duster. So what it does is effectively give you, because you can stick it into your palm of your hand, and I tell you, you can knock the granny out of someone with that. As you can see by the scars on my knuckles, I've never used one before. I'm like, right, but no, I'm joking. I've dedicated the most of my life to helping people. I used to work for the London Ambulance Service, and I can tell you this item can do more damage than a gun in the wrong hands. Put it that way. And why I'm alerting everyone to this is because there's been a recent upsurgence and a recent increase in the use of these things. In fact, so much so that a friend of mine who's hit hard times is actually producing them. Can you believe? He's actually flogging this stuff. I mean, obviously, I was sent a free pair. I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't hurt anyone. Me, I'm too old. I'm nearly 60. My mum always has a go at me for that. I'm 59. I was born in 1965. I'm 59 this year, and I've seen what these things can do. When I worked blue lamping on I was it's most, well, I won't even go there. I wasn't a red light. was a blue light. I was trying to help people, right? And I really sincerely mean that. But these things, although they're not made of brass anymore, they'll knock the granny out of you, as I say. And if you see these types of items in your children's pockets, then you know there's problems going on. It's worse than knife crime. It's worse than gun crime in the US. I think, well, gun crime, they haven't got any. You're allowed to carry a weapon, aren't you? You're allowed to carry a revolver or whatever, like who. But no, these are very, 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 very darn dangerous. I can tell you, I've seen the results that they can deliver. Apart from scarring people very badly, they can actually break your eye socket. And I once turned up. This is no word of a lie. I once went to a call out. We were scrambled in the London ambulance service. We were scrambled to a young kid. I think he was about, I don't know, 18, 19, let's call it 18, 19. And one of his eyeballs was hanging out of his face. It was actually loose, I can tell you. And I tried very hard to put it back in. And do you know what had caused it? He'd been schwacked with one of them. A knuckle duster. And I would never, ever, 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 ever want to see that again. So if you find things like this about your children's possession, I don't know where this video is going, but I know that there's been an upsurge, as I say, of violent crime. The world we live in now is not controlled. We have crazy men in charge, crazy women. I'm sorry to go there, but that Marjorie Traitor Green and Donald Trump, they're crazy people. They're crazy. It's not a political bias either. I listen to what they say and I think you are a psychopath. You are mad, and you are encouraging people like on, the 6th. I watched this video recently. The 6th, when Trump effectively encouraged people to storm the White House. That is a very dangerous thing to do, because you are going against any kind of authority, any kind of. I get it. I'm going nuts, right? I admit, but I'm frightened for the children. My life's gone because I'm done. I'm nearly 60. I couldn't give flying badgers whistle what goes on for me. But what I could care about is the youngsters. The youth of today are under threat from a resurgence in my head of what could be. And we must vote. We must vote thoughtfully. We must make sure that crazy people do not get into power that could potentially threaten us and cause us a situation like those dear Ukrainian people have at the moment, where a madman has invaded their country and is mass slaughtering them. He is mass murdering. He's raping. I mean, not himself, obviously, but his crazy soldiers are doing this. And yet this has become a sort of norm, a sort of normal. Oh well, we detach ourselves, don't we? But I can tell you, I'm not detached, because I've been there. I've had it. I've been through it as a kid, although as a middle class kid, and I suppose a spoilt middle class kid, you could say. This is what I'm talking about. This represents to me today our modern kind of politic, where they can smash your face in very, very easily. And we must make sure that we don't allow that to happen. It's been the D-Day, the June the 6th. It's been so many young lads were slaughtered on those beaches, doing what they believed in to help people like me become normal. And yet I see life slipping back. I see it regressing back to the same old. Why we can never learn from history, I don't know. I'll tell you, there's an old phrase in Polish that says, if you keep one eye on the past, then you're blind in one eye. If you keep both eyes, what was it? What was the phrase? But if you okay, here we go. Reboot. If you keep one eye on the past, then you're blind in one eye. But if you forget the past, then you are blind in both. Okay? And what it's saying is, learn from the past. Don't be a fool. Don't just go with the flow, blah, blah, blah. Because do you know what? I can tell you that you can knock the granny out of someone with. I know. Because to my shame, I used to wear one when I used to go into fights in Watford on the football. And they are devastatingly effective. I am ashamed to say that I did that, but I did. But as I say, I think if you're short of cash, just use a corned beef tin. Jesus, I'm joking. That's my sense of humour. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is just please, everyone, calm down, and stay safe. Many blessings and love, but please don't think before you vote for the people that you think you might get in. You can easily get into a kind of cult obsession these days, where you think, oh no, this is for me. This is what I want to happen. Is it though? Think. Do you want your children to be carrying those in their pockets? I don't think so. Thumbs down, as the old Roman Empire would go. Anyway, all the very best wishes. I know I'm getting nuttier and nuttier, but I can't help it. Sorry, that's the way I am. Cheers to you all. Blessings to everybody. I wish you all the very best. I really genuinely mean that. I wish you all the very best and much love. Even how's about that for that one? I best not go there, because that was that horrible saddle bloke, wasn't it? And he wasn't anything worth mentioning. Look at that though. Oh, hang on a minute. I found a biscuit. Look at that though. There's a biscuit. Look at that. I'm over that. I'm having that for lunch. Cheers.